Hello and welcome, CyberMaster fans. How's it going? I'm going to be changing the format a little bit, but today's show is pretty damn exciting. I had to do this show because it's on a piece of technology I've been talking about for 7 to 8 years. From the first time we saw this, it was a couple of Google links and some YouTube videos that were kind of different flying vehicles that we thought was very futuristic. Let me take you back a little bit. So, when was it? Maybe about 9 years ago, I first got my drone. When I saw what DJI was able to do with those Phantom drones, it was just incredible. I went out to a car show at Speedway with a couple of my friends, and that's where I saw my first DJI drone. Clearly, the next day I went out and bought my own. It was called the DJI Phantom 2 Pro, I believe it was. Yeah, pretty advanced piece of technology. Literally able to fly through the air at 50 miles an hour, go several miles up. It was before all the restrictions were put on this stuff. So during our investigation and research of drones, after a couple of years, we imagined what would it be like to fly on one of these things. Can you imagine having a human flying on one of these drones? What would that be like? So we saw a couple of videos of people who were experimenting, putting big blades on this device and sort of a motorcycle prototype drone type of thing where somebody was able to fly on top of it. All right, now if you take a look online, there's a couple of guys who've invented stuff. There's a guy who's got this little machine, he flies on top of it. I liked something a little bigger than just a small platform that you stand on. So I'd always imagined this drone motorcycle that you would be able to fly on. And when I first started talking about it, everyone thought I was very cutting edge, what is this sci-fi stuff you're talking about? Why would you want a motorcycle that flies? Well, I could think of 1,000 reasons why you'd want a hover bike, if you will. I imagined law enforcement being able to have a lot better results by not being on a motorcycle and sort of on this flying hover vehicle, being able to go over multiple terrain types. Now, I believe in Korea, they've already put out some devices. It's like a small 2-passenger drone that you sit inside like a car, and it flies you from place to place. But like any car compared to a motorcycle, being on top of it and riding it gives you a completely different experience and different uses, if you will, So I want to introduce you guys to the company who's actually finally put this out. It is a flying motorcycle that is now available for us to buy. I'll see if I can take us through the presentation that they have, where they also talk about how its biggest prospects are law enforcement and emergency management. I think it's way overdue that these have come out. The company is called Airwinds. I'm just learning about them now. Beginning to do my research to learn what these guys are all doing. I just got my hands on this literally 2 days ago, and learning all about the company, how it came to be. It was based on those early prototypes that they've come out with this. Now just give me a minute. I'm going to pull up the website. We're going to go through it, and I'm going to blow your minds. Again, CyberMasters is not just a tech show. This is a tech episode because I have to tell you about these flying motorcycles that any one of us can buy. Now, of course, it's the first one that came out. It's going to be excessively expensive. You can imagine that these early models may have some imperfections also, besides it being extremely expensive. But it's really exciting to see this out. And certainly if I had the money to be a hobbyist to this extent, I would. Let's go to the videotape. This is the Xturismo. There's a piece of software called Cosmos. This software is to give the ability to have these fly on a map. Very interesting. Let's take a look. This is what it looks like. It is a flying motorcycle. Let's discover. I'm going to hit the Discover our Xturismo. And this is pretty awesome. There it is. We can order it now. Not going to do that right away. Luxury air cruiser. An emotional experience that moves you, brings science fiction to reality life. Imagine a world where humans have free reign of the skies. Surely life would be more free. Expand your ideas about transport, experience the world like never before, pioneering the next generation of transport. Xturismo was created with this in mind. A new journey begins. There it is. Look at this baby. Wow. Now, this is, I guess, the first model of its type. It's limited edition. That's what it looks like over there. That's what it looks top view. Internal combustion and battery. It's there's the size dimensions. 40 kilometers, max speed 80 to 100 kilometers. 100 kilograms is recommended payload. There's a front picture of it again. Pretty exciting. State-of-the-art technology, new ride experience. There's an app that comes with it, of course. Look, with your vehicle locator. Let's see if we can play this video. It's pulling up Instagram. All right, let's see if we can run this guy right here. Can we play? There it goes, guys. That's incredible. Come on. I need one. I want one. Oh, dear Lord, this is so awesome. Look at that, guys. I'm blown away. How can you not say this is the coolest thing? Is this guy going to crash? Is it stable? I guess it's stable. He doesn't have a cage around him or anything. He could flip over and die like in 5 seconds. I guess they've worked that all out. Wow. That's just freaking awesome. There we go. The Xturismo limited edition featured in BBC Science Focus article 19, the most mind-blowing science stories of 2022. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's take a look at this Cosmos piece here, the software. Cosmos, drone monitoring and management platform services, is a UAV. Cosmos is a UAV, including drones and air mobility platform that enables proper planning, monitoring, and management of aircraft condition and ensures safety of the surrounding environments and operators, which are the principles of our UAV. So this is the software that is specifically designed that works with all of this. Let's take a look at the investor relations and the company overview. Airwinds leading air mobility revolution, contributing to society by leading the air mobility revolution with infrastructure that enables everyone or anyone to use airspace safely. Take a look at this. I thought this was fantastic. Air mobility can be utilized in various fields, similar to that of luxury cars, helicopters, and large motorcycles, expected to be a vast market. Take a look at this. They're talking about 21% being in the entertainment and other purposes, about 25% in transportation logistics, in auto industry about 14%. Defense and police is the majority of where they see this happening there. I think that using it for police and safety has a tremendous amount of possibilities there. These guys plan to be the leaders out here, right? Airwinds, right? Holds over 100 intellectual properties and utilizes innovative technologies in the AI and real-time rendering fields, focusing on SDGs in order to expand sustainable long-term ecosystems and then service. Take a look there, mobility sales, application to accessory services, air traffic control systems, supplying technology by OEM. Pretty interesting there how they plan to go about it. This is their leadership team, and these are all power people here making this incredible company happen. I believe that working in this space is going to be bigger than cars. Not our road conditions have gotten so bad, giving way to this technology making a hell of a lot of sense, right? The de facto leader in the air mobility field, Air wins again. So the product lineup, first the Xturismo, my favorite unit. Now, by the way, it's about $550,000 right now. I'll show you. You can order it on the other page. Then they're going to launch a speeder, which is an alliance with manufacturers by licensing and OEM. I assume when these speeders come out, it will be a lower cost version of the Xturismo. And then ultimately, they're going to go to a universal platform, releasing aerial routes to the public, and Cosmos will be a standard in our industry as they see in their timeline here. Establish the theory, market strategy. There's our sick, awesome bike. And limited edition to complement the single product development of the air mobility vehicle. The company is appealing to a variety of purposes of uses, right? Environmental improvements, preparation for natural disasters, remote island hopping. Wow. How cool would that be, right? You get one of these, you go to the Caribbean, and you're doing island hopping on one of these above the water. Oh, man. What a cool future we have in here. Take a look at it. This is sick. All right, a little bit of the specs here. The Xturismo limited edition specifications table. Sorry, I'm just so freaking excited, and I want one so bad. Internal combustion engine is electric. Achieves stable levitation control at low rotation. It's controlled by an independent motor, double structure as a backup for troubles during driving. Ooh, that's interesting. You have these extra fans. A duct system that accurately generates the air pressure difference. Okay, right there. The control panel oversees control, battery, LiDAR, and various other sensors. Pretty interesting. We got built-in driving support system by sensor fusion surrounding the body. A link with cloud, real-time with encrypted driving and control data communications. Thank you. Thank you for saying that part, okay? Link with encrypted driving and control data communications. Companies in the future, especially going into the space, are going to take security, cybersecurity, finally pretty seriously. I'm seeing the evolution where you can't really enter the market without security, encryption, with all of that being top of mind, if you will, you know? So I'm very happy to see that. Air mobility traffic control system, the Cosmos. Take a look at this guy, air mobility traffic control system. This is really going to be the depth and breadth of our flying motorcycle, making it long-term. Cosmos, this software includes multiple applications and is suitable for drones and air mobility, air traffic control. Super important, right? The future is going to be drones as well as these bikes and planes we're on. So we imagine we would need some kind of standard where all of this low air traffic control can live together. I mean, can you imagine if the drones were on one platform and then these bikes were on a different platform? They've got to live together. It's all got to be in one thing. It's air traffic control time exponentially expanded. There's so many planes in the sky. Now can you imagine how many low-flying drones and these motorcycles are going to have to be tracked and controlled, potentially even fly on their own in AI, right? So I'm pretty blown away by this, as you can see. Take a look at the way they're describing their maps here and how the drones connect, how you connect to a cloud database. I see automation being obviously a huge part of this, right? International patent domestic patents under review for their control systems. Look how they're laying this all out. Of course, software traffic control platform and app. You have your user apps. This is all brewing. It's all in the works. 3 key areas. This is very interesting. Talking about Japan, GCC region, and then finally the USA over here. Inception of office and R&D center. By 2024, the company employees will be 50% non-Japanese. That's a pretty far way to be in their evolution of their timeline. So fantastic, right? It's broken out. It's breaking out. It's taking off. Look at that guy. I would love to have one. I don't know if I can be an investor. It's I'm sure big dollar stuff on a very high level there, right? I'm not sure if I'm ready for the investor stuff there. Let's take a look at the Xturismo one more time. I find this absolutely fascinating. So let's say we're going to order one. All right. I'm going to put my house up for sale, and let's order one of these bikes. My wife will be very happy to hear this. Order now. Okay. Survey says. I guess there's a little backlog, or my button didn't work. There we go. Whoa! Well, let's see. Maybe I want it in blue. Let's get the blue one. I would probably want the blue one, not the red one. Or maybe a red one for my wife, the blue one for me, and maybe the black one for my son. $555,000. Wow, guys. That's something else, right? They want to know what gender. I don't think they're allowed to ask me that anymore. But whatever. I guess you could place your order right here. Can I buy this on the Amex, Devon? Is that cool? Not sure. Most likely. There it is, guys. This is about the company, Airwinds, a company to follow. I'll be talking about this. I'm in love. If anyone has an extra $555,000 laying around and they really like Ed Notella, I'm willing to fly it and put my life at risk with your money on one of these vehicles. So I'm pretty good. I know other guys in motocross who could help me make sure that I don't fall and break your new investment. But certainly, Ed Notella in this show is wide open to allowing you to help us buy one of these devices. There it is again, the Xturismo. So 2024, can you imagine by 2025 the first few police departments may have one of these? By 2026, 2027, I assume you'll begin to see fleet operations with these bikes, as well as police officers with drones. And you'll probably see this Cosmos platform rolling out and beginning to see life. I believe the investors and the folks that are behind this brand and this device are going to make some serious news, guys. I'm in love. I want one. Can you imagine? AI's flying this thing, and I've got the Elon Musk implant, and I'm flying it with just thinking about it without even using a keyboard and mouse. I mean, how sick would that be, right? Anyway, thank you for joining CyberMasters. I love delivering this news and what's happening in the industry. To be continued. If you get one of these bikes, you better call me, all right? I'm in New York. Thank you.